Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin from Florals.com and I have another collab to share with you with the Crafty Ways here on YouTube. We're doing another color theory this week involving yellow and gold. Since yellow isn't one of our favorite colors and we both didn't have a lot in our stash of yellow, we decided to include gold in the mix for this one. So I'm going to start off with this yellow piece of cardstock I received in a rack. And it's a textured, just yellow, almost mustard cardstock, but a little bit not mustard. And I'm using this stencil by Plaid that I picked up at Tuesday morning with some modeling paste. This modeling paste is Liquitex, which is like the #1 art brand, art quality, whatever you want to call it, for modeling paste. So I'm going to do a diagonal pattern with this modeling paste feature. I'm going to start with a smaller point at the corners and then make it larger in the middle because that's where my photo is going to go. So the main yellow that I use on this layout is the background. Having a full yellow background is actually quite intimidating. I've never worked with anything this bold before, but it really worked out well. So I just relined up the stencil and I'm adding more modeling paste. The one thing I don't like about using modeling paste is the cleanup, since I am at my apartment currently at college, so it's not the easiest thing to clean up because I don't have like a good sink to clean it in or have a lot of materials, but I just use some baby wipes to clean it up. So as you see, it doesn't really line up well in the middle there, but it does work out in the end because I will cover up some of that. So like I said, I just use baby wipes to clean these up. You can just easily wash them with like a little bit of soap and warm water in the sink too. That's another easy way to clean them up, but I don't like to do that because it involves me getting up. So once this was dry, I'm going to start laying some things down. Now I have these beautiful tags that are a light pink, light brown background with some gold foiling on them in this beautiful pattern, which reminded me of the theater we went to when we saw Wicked. So I'm scrapbooking that picture using these tags in the yellow theme. Originally I wanted to do this for the green color theory layout, but I have more pictures from that night that I might do for next week's green. So basically I'm just pulling stuff out. I know I want to use a lot of gold and a lot of black, and the yellow background just really needs to not be covered up too much because I want it to pop. So I end up putting those stickers at the top that say today as part of my title, which we'll build on later, but they are from the Amy Tangerine collection, Better Together. And I'm also pulling out some other things I'm going to touch later. I like to pull things out and then use them later if I have to. So I just like to gather it all around me and then use it when I can. I have this beautiful embossed paper from DCWV, and it's a floral pattern, and although it's subtle and I don't use a lot of it on the actual like edges of my photo, it does really pop when you look at it in real life. So I'm going to be using that, and then I'm also going to be using some black cardstock, which is actually the back of one of these foiled papers, for another layer beyond that, which actually takes me a long time to decide which one. And also sorry about the glare, I had to have my ceiling light on because of the terrible lighting in my apartment bedroom. But soon that will all change because I'll be moving back home once I graduate college to start my full-time job. So hopefully that will allow me to have some better lighting on the weekends, because with all this homework and school and nonsense, it's very hard to get anything done. I pulled out this Freckled Fawn ticket sticker. Thought it was perfect since it's a ticketed event, you know, perfect. And I'm going to put that there. And it has like a month schedule, like a daily, so it says like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all that stuff on it. So I thought I could use that to put my date on. I'm also pulling out this wood veneer piece from Heidi Swap. This is Simply, and it's already painted black, which I love. I love when things come the way I want them to. And now I'm just writing down the date because as I always forget what date it was, and I hate looking it up because I have to clean my phone out so often onto my computer. It's difficult for me to remember when the dates were since I have to go fishing through my computer to try to find them. So like I said, this is from when we saw Wicked in March, so you know, just a couple months ago we saw it. This would be my second time seeing it. I don't know if you guys have seen Wicked the musical, but absolutely loved it. I loved it the first time and I loved it the second time. Both of them are off-Broadway occurrences. I haven't seen it on Broadway because, you know, that's kind of far away, but that's okay. It was really good still. So now I'm just fiddling around because what else do I do when I'm scrapbooking? Because I don't like to commit too much. Embellishment's easy to commit to. The photo cluster and photo layering are so hard for me to commit with. So I ended up settling on this embossed paper, which has a floral embossing thing from GCWV. And then I'm also going to use the black cardstock like I mentioned before. So I'm making sure it'll fit on the black, which it will. So now I'm going to mount it on the white. Now eventually in this layout you'll see me stop using my ATG gun, and that's because it ran out, of course, right when I'm filming, because when else would it run out? When I'm not filming? Of course not. So I'm just going to mount that onto the white embossed paper, and then trim that down and then go to the black. So like I was mentioning earlier, these gold tags that I have in the background are from Recollections, and I thought these were absolutely perfect for this layout because they give you that Broadway sort of feel. I don't know why, but the theater we went to, which is the Landmark Theater in Syracuse, is a historically beautiful theater. They have gold plating on the walls and mirrors, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably be, if I do scrapbook some more of these photos for the Green Theory next week, you guys will see some of the inside of the theater, which is, again, it's breathtaking. So if you haven't heard of it before, I suggest you look it up. It's really, really cool. This is where I saw Wicked the first time as well, so I've been there a couple times to see some different shows. But it's beautiful every time. So all my layers are done, and now I need to start committing. Because I do have lots of embellishments around. I have the gold stars, which are from Freckled Fawn. The black stars are from the thicker set that I was using earlier from Amy Tangerine, which is perfect because I like how the foam mimics the other side of the foam. But now I'm just using the liquid adhesive in my fine line bottle to glue these pieces down since my ATG gun ran out, because of course, why wouldn't it run out while I'm filming? So getting this all laid down, looking great so far, and then I decide I want to add a little bit of dimension since there's foam and wood veneer and chipboard. The photo's kind of falling flat next to the modeling paste. So I end up using some Elmer's tape runner and some liquid adhesive and just put a little yellow foam behind that. I thought I had to use the yellow foam because, you know, the challenge is yellow for the color theory this week, so had to do that. And although I didn't use a lot of color on this layout, the fact that the background is completely yellow really does add a huge pop to the layout, and it doesn't look bumblebee-ish like I thought it was going to. I think that's because I added the gold stars, and then the gold tags really helped fight that bumblebee, you know, stigma that comes with black and yellow together. Similarly to orange and black, like I used last week for my color theory orange, I didn't have a Halloween theme last week, but it still was the traditional Halloween colors without feeling Halloweeny. So don't be afraid to use other color schemes. Like you can use red and green without it being Christmas, and you can use yellow and black without it being a bumblebee, and you can use orange and black without it being Halloween. So it's all about how you work it. So now I'm working on the rest of my title, which says today was simply Wicked, which I thought was kind of funny because, you know, Wicked's the title of the musical, so had to do that. I'm just using these Tim Holtz alphabet stickers and then gluing down this wood veneer from Heidi Swap again. I just picked this up because their stuff was on clearance at Michael's, so if you want to catch up some of her stuff, it's on clearance now. So now I'm just finishing the rest of the little lettering down here. These letters are so handy. I use these on most of my layouts. I've used up a lot of the T's and the E's because I like to spell out to and the and all those tiny things. But I finally used some different letters this time off the first page. Like I never used W, so I used 2 W's on this layout. But, you know, just use what you got. I also have the Teresa Collins brand, and I decided to use these ones because I thought they resembled the marquee better in the photo. Now I'm looking through some word stickers. These are some of the new Tim Holtz ones. I didn't realize that the package came with 4 sheets of all the same words, which kind of annoyed me, but you know, you gotta roll with the punches. I bought it anyway. But they do have gold foiling, which again, perfect for this layout. So I'm going to use this white one. I don't remember what it says. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm just going to glue that down there. And now I'm just adding the final touches. Now before I complete this layout, I just want to mention that you guys should check out Ariana's video down below. You guys are going to love it. It's another addition to her summer album. She's doing a whole album for this series about her favorite summer things, which is so cute. I wish I thought of something like that before I started, but since I don't have any of those photos printed, we're just going to do these random layouts involving color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this yellow week. Next week we're going to be doing green. which I know some people really don't like green, so I'm really excited to dabble in some green. I'm going to finish off my layout with some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine and then some Echo Park enamel dots. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out Ariana's video below, and if you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!